Hey, everybody, welcome to The Chill Factor, the podcast that is cooler than your walk in freezer. I'm your host, Clint Reed, and with me, as always, Jay Maiden, Colpac's Director of Technical Service. Jay, what is in your inbox this week?
Outdoor concrete pads.
All right, outdoor concrete pads it is. So what are you seeing with, I'm assuming you're talking problems. So what are you seeing with
So
concrete pads?
we have issues a lot where contractors are installing outdoor walk-ins either at grade or below grade instead of above grade. And that's
Okay,
bad.
so what do you mean grade? What does that mean?
What we typically like to see is the outdoor walk-in installed on top of a 4-inch concrete raised pad, raised above the main level, and that helps to prevent water intrusion underneath screeds or floor panels. If it's at grade or even below grade, water can collect underneath the walk-in through the screeds or even into the floor panels themselves, and they can absorb water.
Yeah. So you want it above the dirt, above the ground. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And so I got a couple of examples I'd like to share. First one is going to be below grade. And you can see in this picture, this is the highest point, and the walk-in is actually installed below this high point. It looks like this is a raised pad, but the walk-in is actually built below this. This is even compounding and making it worse that every time rainwater runs down the side of this wall panels, it's going to run right between the concrete and this wall panel and collect underneath the walk-in itself. This kind of dips down a little bit, but anytime the rainwater up here, it's just going to flow downhill. It's gravity, it's physics, you can't cheat it, and it's going to find its way underneath. I got another good example. This is definitely below grade. This was installed outdoor at a school, and I guess the GC had extra concrete and thought it'd be nice and add extra concrete around it to make like a sidewalk, but in effect he put it in a pit. This is an outdoor walk and it's in a pit, and they actually damaged the end cap of that floor panel. So every time it rains now, this is going to be sitting in a pit of water.
So if you go back to that last picture, what can a customer do there? Like when they know that, can they build something over it? I guess maybe you could do that.
I don't know how they have to grade all this soil away from the box. It's about the only thing you can do. It's going to be very expensive, other than just tearing it down, repouring a pad, and reassembling it to make sure it's above grade. You'd have to get the grade below this. So, I mean, you're moving a lot of dirt and trying to move it away from it, making it lower than the walk-in itself. It's always harder to fix something after it's been installed. It's always better to try and fix it before it's installed, but that's not always the case.
So whenever
examples
customers are designing it, they just need to ask that, and make sure that that's clear.
Yes.
On how that pad is going to be poured, and they need to bring up grade with their contractor.
It's hypercritical. And we tell our service techs all the time, if you see something like this, absolutely raise a flag and do not install that box. Because like I said, it's hard after it's already been installed to fix this. This is going to be a very expensive fix, and the only thing I can think of is disassemble the box, repour the pad, reassemble it, which is really expensive.
Yeah.
So those are below grade. Here's one that's at grade. And this concrete's exact same level as the inside of that walk-in. You can see they even removed the door sweep on this door, so there's nothing stopping water from rolling into this walk-in, especially with the sweep being gone.
So sometimes will people put an awning over the door there, and that helps?
That really helps water from still collecting in there. I mean, if it's a heavy downpour, you may get a half an inch of water. It's going to go somewhere. It's just going to flow right into the walk-in, especially with no door sweep. This is another example of at grade. It was actually above grade, but then they came in and landscaped and put all this mulch and flowers and everything, and now it's all the same level. So anytime rainwater collects in here, it's just going to rise up, and it has nowhere else to go but underneath this.
Yeah, but it looks nice.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. The landscaper did a great job there.
Yeah. And then I still laugh at this. I mean, This was below grade, and we told them that they're going to have problems and they needed to pour a pad. And they said, well, we'll fix it by adding this nice trim around the outside. We'll caulk it with silicone so it'll make it waterproof. But silicone is not permanent, ever. Silicone may last 3 or 4 months. It'll start tearing and leaking. And I mean, they spent way more money on this custom shroud than just pouring a pad properly. I mean, that's a lot of metal work. So, and then there's always above grade, like we said, but this is a little extreme. I mean, I don't think we need 4 feet above grade, but my guess is this was a loading dock and they just put a walk-in on top of it, but that's a pretty good drop from that door down to the asphalt below. So that is a little extreme.
But effective.
It definitely is. You don't have to worry about water intrusion there. Unless,
you may have other problems falling out the door,
right,
but not from water.
And then this is exactly what we want to see. This is a perfect example of 4-inch raised pad. So all the rainwater, even if it's a torrential downpour, I doubt you're going to get more than 4 inches in any length of time that can rise high enough to get underneath there. That's a good one, and this other, the last one I've got is also another good one. That's what we like to see. Although I noticed they don't have a trap on any of these condensate drain lines, so they're going to have issues there. But the pad's right.
That's another video.
It is another video, another topic.
No, really good, Jay. This is something that, you know, we hear about at Colpack from time to time, where they're having problems with their pad, where it's not at grade. And we do, you know, and most walk-in manufacturers will do that when you call and talk about at grade. It's not an uncommon thing to bring up. So good information, a good topic to discuss here on the Chill Factor. So thanks a lot, Jay. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time.